everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I just want to give you a special shout out, and I hope you decide to hit that subscribe button and join our amazing community over here at The Aesthetic Dollar. My name is Emily and I'm the CEO and founder of The Aesthetic Dollar, which is a budgeting brand, and I design simple and minimal budgeting tools to bring the fun and aesthetic back into budgeting. I'm married to my husband Chris, and we have 4 kiddos under the age of 10. We got started with the zero-based budget and cash stuffing methods back in 2017 and are currently working on saving up 6 months worth of expenses for a fully funded emergency fund. This will lead us to our ultimate goals, which are to invest wisely and give generously. So if you're interested in learning more, stay tuned. Well, hey you guys, and welcome back to another cash stuffing video. I'm especially excited for this one because we are going to be cash stuffing for our trip to the East Coast, and also obviously just stuffing our sinking funds and savings challenges. Where's my teller slip? So here it is. So we're going to be stuffing a total of $1,405 into our sinking funds and savings challenges. And then I did also pull out some cash that we're going to be taking on our trip. Chris and I decided what we're going to do. So we will do this maybe towards the end a little bit. And I'm just going to get this put into the cash tray. But we decided to take about $500 cash with us. And then I'm going to also be planning some cash envelopes that I'm going to be bringing in. Like I said, I'll explain all of that in a little bit. And then I'll get my iPad set up here. All right, so this is what I'm going to be looking at. Oh my gosh, it's zooming in so much. Off camera. I'm going to be looking at this off camera. This is my cash planning sheet. So I've gone through and I've decided ahead of time the categories, the amounts, and the denominations that we're going to be stuffing. And I am going to start a new savings challenge this week, which I am really excited for. All right, I'm all situated over here. So let's get started with the wallet, and it is pretty empty. So I'm going to start by taking my receipts out. I am going to scan these into my Fetch Rewards app. And if you're new to my channel, I talk about Fetch Rewards every single week because I love it so much. It's a super easy rewards app, and all you do is you scan in your receipts. Those receipts turn into points, and then you can redeem the points for gift cards. So I always leave my referral code in the description in case you want to check it out, because we both get bonus points when you scan your first receipt. And I actually just got a $25 gift card to Starbucks, so you get to pick where the gift cards are to. This time I picked Starbucks because I've been on a lavender latte kick lately. So and this is from Walmart, this little plastic container here. It's just from like the office supply section. I've had it for years, but I'm sure they still have them there. It's pretty basic. I have $3 left over that I'm going to be putting into my $1 savings challenge towards the end. And then we'll just kind of start going through the wallet here. I think I'm going to bring my A6 wallet with. I don't know if I will switch that out on camera or not. Maybe I will. Okay, so we have options here for the trip. I happen to be at the shop right now, and I forgot that I had this. So this is a sample that I designed with my favorite manufacturer because we are not restocking the chic wallets that we used to have, just because as the business has continued to grow and evolve, it just doesn't meet our quality standards any longer. So I've been working with my manufacturer to come up with something similar, but with the improvements that you guys have been asking for. So I'm really excited about this. So there is like a little wristlet. So I was thinking like maybe I could take this on the trip and like really use it on the road and see how I like it. The only thing I don't love is that it is kind of bulky. So that is probably something that I would try to improve with my manufacturer. I do like how slim the A6 and A7 wallets are. And maybe, I guess I didn't even look at the rings. Yeah, so the rings are like normal size, but this is like gonna be perfect because I will be bringing a backpack onto the plane, so I'll be able to put this and my laptop in my backpack, which in my opinion are the 2 most important things for me personally to bring on a trip. So this is the wallet that I was using. This is the Sophie Onyx wallet. This is the one I was using before I switched to the A7. So I'm just gonna take my cash envelopes out of this and transfer them into this wallet. So I've got spending eating out, self-care, kids, kindness, and miscellaneous. And then I could probably put an updated debit card tracker in here, maybe just like a blank one so that it's just fresh for the trip. Luckily, I had one just sitting around. I'm just going to slip that in here, and then that way it's like clean and ready for our trip. So the only thing that I'm going to transfer out of here besides my cards, which I'm going to do off camera because, you know, obviously, I'm actually going to switch out my self-care money because I am going to get a fill before I go. It's going to be a little early from when I would normally get one, but it's okay. All right. So one thing I'm excited about though is to add the clear. A lot of you guys have been asking for a clear ID, whatever it's called, pocket type thing. I personally don't like those, but it's not about me all the time, right? So I did add that in here. I think I might have, I'm not going to talk about the changes I'm going to make to this right now, but this is coming and I'm really excited about it. So this I'm going to be bringing, and then I'm also going to be bringing my 3-in-1 shoulder bag, which we'll talk about a little bit later as well. But let's get to stuffing the wallet. So as always, we are going to be doing $30 for my personal spending money. I'm just going to bring the same amount on the trip as I would just like regularly have. So eating out, I'm just going to do what I normally do as far as my wallet goes this week because, yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to do this as I normally would. And then once we get to the end, when we're going to do the money for the trip, then I will potentially put it in here. We're technically not leaving until next week. So I'm filming at the end of, well, today is May 30th. So we're not leaving till the 5th, but I don't know for sure if I'll do another cash stuffing before we leave. So that's why I wanted to do it right now. So I'm going to stuff my wallet like I normally would, and then we'll figure out the other money later. And I kind of more or less just want to show you guys what I'm doing with it. But so I'm going to add $20 to self-care. This is like not broken in yet, obviously. There we go. That laid nice. So then for kids, I believe, let's see, yes. So for miscellaneous, I did 15. So we'll do 10 in kids. And then kindness and miscellaneous will both get 5, but I'm going to need to grab 5 out of my binder. So I always use money from our miscellaneous envelope for my wallet for like kindness and miscellaneous, which I just like to have an extra 5 in there so that I can, you know, bless people when I go through the coffee drive-through. The girls at my local Caribou especially get really excited with like any size tip. So when I give them a 5, they get really excited and I love it. So miscellaneous has 5. So that's everything for in here. And then I'm also really excited because this has a pocket for receipts, and then obviously this huge coin pouch here. And then on this side, there's more slots for more cards too. So I'm excited to take this with. I think this is really cute. It'll be fun to use it for like, you know, 4 or 5 days. And again, this exact wallet probably won't come to the shop because like I said, there's some improvements I want to make. I'm going to try to see if we can make it so it's not quite so bulky, but I don't know. Let me know if you guys like that. And then the other cool thing too is you can switch which side the wristlet's on. But anyway, I was not planning on showing this right now because I normally don't show things until they're completely done, but I really want to take this on my trip. So I figured I would show it to you guys. All right, so let's get into our regularly scheduled sinking funds. So we will start with our short-term sinking funds, and I'm going to be putting $20 into home. So we have 100, 200, 300, 20, 40. All right, clothing is empty, which is, it's actually not. So Chris took Liam to get some new tennis shoes and found out that we could save $30 by ordering them online. So he probably still just has the cash and hasn't put it back yet, which is totally fine. But kudos to Chris for grabbing the cash in the first place. So clothing got 20. Beauty is getting $20 as well. So we have 1, 2, 20, 40, 50. So 250 for beauty. Eating out, we'll be getting that other 20. So I always stuff 40 or I budget for 40 and then do 20 in here and 20 in my wallet. The dogs will be getting 50. I mentioned last week that I'm saving up to get Bo groomed because he gets full of cockaburs, and he's living the best life, like the best farm dog life, but the dude is just so gross. So I'm like, we need a professional to handle you. Our female German Shepherd is not as sloppy as he is, so she's good, but she also enjoys being brushed. Bo does not enjoy being brushed. Ted is our cat. He's going to be getting $20, so he has 120. Chickens will be getting 20 as well. So chickens have 50, 70, 90, 110. Hockey is getting 25. So we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 450, 470, 475 in hockey. I did just do a cash condensing. So that video was posted right before this one. Family fun is getting 10. So we have 60. I hope you guys are prepared. I'm going to make an entire vlog about my trip, and Emily and I have a lot of really fun content that we're planning on making. So entertaining is getting 20, so now it has 70. So hopefully you guys are prepared for it. Health is getting 35, which is my usual chiropractor copay. So health now has 50, 70, 90, 100, 105. So I have 3 copays in there right now, which is nice. And then miscellaneous, I've already stuffed into my wallet, so we do not need to put any money in this binder. Next, we'll do our long-term sinking funds. So we'll start with our half cow and half pig. And you guys really liked the idea of a binder tour, so I will be filming that as well soon. So our cow and our half cow and our half pig got 50. So we have 1,000, 1, 2, 3, 350, 1,350. So I'll explain what all of this is in that video. That way too, I have something to reference if people have a lot of questions about my categories or how I do things. And that way it's just a resource people can go to. Medical is getting 50, so we have 3,050. We just hit that $3,000 mark, which is really, really exciting. Emergency vet is getting 50. So emergency vet has 100, 200, 300, 400, 450, 470, 480, 485. This envelope took I said envelope weird. This envelope took a huge hit the last couple of weeks between getting Ted neutered and having a sick chicken. Vehicle maintenance is getting 100. We need to get this built back up. So we have 250 now. School. Kids have 2 days left of school, I think. School is getting 20. So this is saving up for back to school for next year, and then anything for like their teachers or like, I don't know, any of those little expenses that come like for classroom parties and all of that. So school has 500, 600, 700, 800, 850, 870, 890. Did I count that right? I think I did. All right, so garden and lawn care took a little hit this week, and I'm not mad about it. So we had this spot in front of our house that was like just bare. Like it was like there was landscaping there, and then it like died or something. So I bought some new shrubs, and what else did I get? I got shrubs, and then I think that was actually kind of it. But it was, you know, obviously kind of expensive, but I love them. I'm just gonna bring this up right now in case this happens to anybody. Do you see how there's like a little gap right here and it doesn't want to close? All you have to do is open the rings and then slam them shut again. Do you see how it went away? So just in case, sometimes I get emails about that. The binder rings just do that sometimes if they weren't clicked together evenly on either side. So if that ever happens to your binder, that's just a quick, easy fix for it. Pool is getting 100. So we now have 800. Renovations also took a hit. I've started painting the window trim in our house. So I'm just like slowly going. I'm not like rushing myself. I hate painting. So Renovation's gonna get 25. So I got some things for that and ran this envelope completely dry, but we're not super focused on renovations right now because we obviously have other priorities. So I hate painting, but I love the way it looks when it's done. Hockey rink is getting $10. So we have 100, 200, 220, 230. Annual memberships, it's getting 10. So we now have 1, 2, 300, 350, 370, 380. And I'm sorry if it sounds like my voice keeps like going off to the side. I usually have my iPad on this side, but the way that the sun is shining in the window, there's a glare and I like can't see it. So I have it on this side. So when I look away, my phone speaker is like right here. So I'm sorry if the audio is weird. I actually just ordered a microphone off of Amazon, and I will report back if it's good. I've ordered a lot of really bad microphones in the past, but this one had really good reviews that were not like the free product reviews. So I'm hopeful. 500, 600, 650, 670 for tax prep. I added 50 to that one. And that's gonna be it for our long-term sinking funds. All right, and then we will do our holiday sinking funds. I absolutely love this binder. Valentine's Day is going to be getting 5. If you're wondering why all my bills look amazing, it's because when I did my cash condensing, I hoarded all of the nice bills and then just did some transfers within my bank. So the money that I would have taken out from our checking, I just deposited that into our savings, if that makes sense. So like all of the cash condensing money I would have deposited, I just did a little transfer and I kept all the nice bills. And it also saved me a trip to the bank, which was super nice. Well, technically I still had to go to deposit the money, but you know what I'm saying. It worked out so good. So Valentine's Day got 5. So we have 100, 120, 140, 45, 150. But that's how I keep all of my nice bills in my circulation, is when I do a cash condensing, I will hoard all the nice bills that I need for my next cash stuffing and then deposit everything else into savings and then just do that transfer from checking to savings. So it's like all the numbers stay the same, but I end up with really nice bills. Easter is getting 5. So we have 100, 200, 250, 270, 280, 285, 290. Mother's Day is going to be getting 5, so we now have 15. Father's Day is getting 10. So Father's Day has 100, 200, 250, 270, 280. Fourth of July is getting, 20. I forgot. I increased this one because 4th of July is coming up faster than I realized. So 100, 200, 250, 270, 290, 300, 305. So I'll probably stuff 20 in this one until 4th of July. We are hosting 4th of July this year, so we're having a bunch of friends over and their children. So between like food and drinks and fireworks, like I want to make sure we have enough. I always, it's like the second week in a row I've done this. Halloween is fully funded with 300. Thanksgiving is getting $10. So we have 100, 200, 250, 270, 290, 300 for Thanksgiving. Black Friday will also be getting 10. So we have 1, 2, 300, 350, 370, 390, 400. So I think maybe my next cash stuffing is when I'll do the binder tour. I just kind of feel like just a binder tour might be kind of boring. So maybe next cash stuffing, I don't know, tell me in the comments, because I'm not filming my cash stuffing for like a little while. So by the time this video goes up, I don't think I'll have it filmed, obviously. So maybe tell me in the comments, do you want me to combine the cash stuffing and the binder tour or just do 2 separate videos? I'm fine with either, but I'm just trying to think of what would be like boring for you guys. All right, so Christmas got 50, so we have 2,000, 1, 2, 3, 350. So 2,350 for Christmas. New Year's Eve is getting 5. So we have 100, 200, 250, 255. I had a random thought pop into my head, so I stalled out for a minute there. All right, birthdays. Let's see, birthdays is getting 20. So we have 100, 200, 250, 270, 290. Gifts, we are doing $20. So we have 1, 2, 220, 240, 250 for gifts. And then seasonal activities will be getting 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 40, 45, 50. So 450. All right, and that is it for our holiday sinking funds. Let's do some savings challenges. All right, as always, we're gonna get started with the 10K savings challenge, and we are stuffing for the first week of June. So that is gonna be $300. It's a big one this week. All right, so we got 300. Crazy to think that when we're done with this month, we're going to be halfway through the year. I think that is crazy. This year is like flying by, in my opinion. All right, so I'm going to set up my new savings challenge, and I went back and forth about which binder I wanted to do, and I really wanted to do blackout binder, but I have the black Onyx Sophie binder for my holiday sinking funds, so, and green is my favorite color, so it only makes sense to use this binder again. So I'm not going to worry about switching up any of this for right now. I actually really like that. So I'm just going to empty, oh, that was the only one still in there. So I still have my envelopes in here. So the new savings challenge I'm going to do is from the starter savings challenges. And I'm not going to do all of these because there's, I'll show you which ones are in here. So we have the 1 month ahead and Christmas, rainy day, $5, $10, and $20. So I'm not going to do Christmas and 1 month ahead right now. I might pick those up a little bit later, but I'm going to do these 4 and I'm really excited. So all of the money that we save here is going to go towards our emergency fund. So let's go ahead and what do I want to do? We'll put rainy day in the front and then our denominations. You guys know I don't do a lot with $1 bills. I was going to do the denominations savings challenge, but I don't really do much with $1 bills. And I also, like I said, we are focused on paying, like getting caught up with what we owe the IRS. So that's kind of our main focus. So this is not going to be like anything super crazy. See, did it again. You see that little gap there? It's because I didn't do it evenly, and now we have no gaps. So we are stuffing this today, which again, I'm really excited about. So for a rainy day, actually, before I forget, let's take out Chris's spending money. Okay. So for rainy day, we're doing $15. So each of these is going to be worth 15. Oh my gosh, my sister just got here. And I don't know what the total is going to be, so we'll do that in a minute. Okay, so 10, 15. So I'll figure out those totals later. For the $5, we're only doing 1 bubble for each of these. Yeah, so my youngest sister is in town, so they're picking me up so we can go to Sam's Club and grab some lunch. All right, and then the $10 savings challenge. It's always kind of like, I'm going to say uneventful starting a new savings challenge, but it feels like, oh my gosh, I have so far to go to finish this. But got to start somewhere, you know? Consistency is what it is all about. All right, and there you go. So $20, and we save $1,080 at the end of that one. $540 for the $10 savings challenge, $270 for the $5 savings challenge, and then for rainy day, I will figure out that total off camera. All right, let's talk about what we're doing with our vacation/travel money. All right, you guys. So it has actually been a couple of hours since I was last filming, which to you guys, it's like a 2-second transition. But my sisters had come here to pick me up because we're going to go to Sam's Club and get lunch because my youngest sister that lives 2.5 hours away came up to visit because she wanted to do a Sam's Club run because they don't have Sam's Club where she lives. So anyway, I just went with them and I came back, but I want to get my cash envelopes ready to go for the trip with you guys. So what I'm gonna do is bring these tabbed envelopes that do not have any holes because I am bringing my 3-in-1 shoulder bag with. That is gonna be what I carry with me on the day of the wedding. And so I figured to keep the money separate, I could just use these envelopes to put all of the cash that we're bringing for the trip because we are going to be bringing some cash and then the rest we are just going to leave in the bank. So this is the money that I pulled out for the trip. So plane tickets, activities, lodging, and local transport, all of this money is going to stay in our bank account. And then I did pull some cash out for these other categories. So we have souvenirs. And so for souvenirs, we pulled out 20, 40, 60, 70, 80. So I figured $20 per kid. We have 4 kids, so $20 per kid. Our actual budget for this is $270. So we will keep the rest in the bank, but I figured just to have $20 cash for that would be good. And then for airport snacks, I pulled out 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. And then for food and drinks, I pulled out 51, 52, 53. Oh my gosh. 51, 52, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 300, 10, and 20. So 320. I wanted to add some extra 10s just for tipping purposes. And then for miscellaneous, this is the $100 that we are going to be putting in the wedding card. So I'm just going to set all of these aside. And for these cash envelopes, I am going to be putting some of these tabbed labels on them for the trip, and then I figured we can always use them for future trips as well. So let's see here. All right, so I also decided to treat myself to a new sticker tweezers, and I honestly don't know where my other one is at the moment and don't really want to go look for it. I actually think it's at home and I'm at the shop right now. So I'm just going to get these taken out of the bag and then we'll just figure out which categories make the most sense for these cash envelopes. All right, so for airport snacks, I feel like that will probably be the first one that I do. I feel like the one that probably makes the most sense, I think I'm gonna do coffee for this one. When I think of airport snacks, I literally just think about going to Starbucks. So I think that's the one I'm gonna do for this. Let's see if I can actually do this on camera. It's not completely straight, but it will definitely do for the trip. So we have coffee for this one. And then next we have eating out, and I think I have dining out on the labels. So we'll grab that one next. that one turned out pretty good. The nice thing about these labels is that they're pretty forgiving. So if you mess up, you can usually peel them off and try again. What else do we have? Souvenirs. I kind of think for this one, gifts works, because that's basically what we're doing, is we're getting gifts for our kids. So I'll do that one for this. Sorry, I had to do that off camera. It's just like I can't see what I'm doing from that angle. So, but I do like them to be straight. So we have gifts. And then what else do we have? So we have airport snacks, food and drinks. That's honestly all I really pulled out for spending, because activities we're gonna leave in the bank. Then all the other stuff will definitely be paying for with a card. So I might do these other 3 categories, just like categories that I have in my personal wallet in case I want to switch that cash out. I mean, we're really not going to be spending a lot of money the day of the wedding. So I think I might do shopping for one of them. Just because if I do use these for travel again, which I likely will, because I love bringing my 3-in-1 shoulder bag for trips. All right, and then I'm definitely gonna do spending because I have that one in my wallet. And then I think I'm just gonna do a miscellaneous because I always like to have a miscellaneous. All right. All right, so we have coffee, dining out, gifts, spending, shopping, spending, and then miscellaneous. So let's get the cash put in here. So we'll do airport snacks first. And then dining out, which is our food and drinks. I love these envelopes because you can fit a lot of cash in them. And then for the $100 for the wedding card, I just still need to get the wedding card. So I'm going to do that this week at some point. But so I'm just going to put the $100 in this miscellaneous one for now. That'll be perfect. And then these two, whatever money I have floating around in my wallet before we leave, just put in there. But I'm also going to be bringing with the wallet that I stuffed earlier in the video. So I just wanted to have a couple different options for cash envelopes depending on which wallet or shoulder bag I choose to carry with me on like any given day. So I really like how these turned out. These are super cute. I know somebody might ask if I'm going to use like an expense tracker or anything. I'm not somebody who, I wouldn't say it's that I don't care. I just would honestly stress me out too much to try to keep track with an expense tracker. So in my opinion, with cash stuffing, like if the cash is there, you can spend it. If it's not there, you don't spend it. But we do also have all of the other money in our savings account currently. So that money we would likely just transfer into our checking account, and then I would just keep receipts for everything that we spend with our debit card, as well as I probably would keep them for my cash too, so I can scan them into my Fetch Rewards app. But I did put that spending tracker in my wallet, so I'll be keeping track kind of as I go with how much money we've spent out of our checking account, so we can keep track of how much we have left after the trip too. So hopefully that all makes sense. But that does bring us to the end of this week's cash stuffing video. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it blessed you in some way, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Have a great week, you guys.